Welcome back. We're over here in Boklad to do some side quests. There is 3 around, so let's begin with the tavern keeper here.
I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
Sounds simple enough, but we'll see.
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All 3 of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. 3 of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
Bearer of good news. I mean, these things always start relatively simple and then spiral into chaos where someone loses an eye.
Who needs a porter when there's nowhere to go?
That's a fair point.
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Bugger me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sambrek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
Alright, so you're both up there, okay. Be careful, I don't want to accidentally bump into that guy and have him drop his books.
Please. A piece of fruit. A crust of bread. Anything.
I mean, I'd give you something if the game would allow me to.
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from Sambrek, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. Or rather we did, till not so long ago. These are lean times, and even Boklad isn't the bustling trading post it once was. Still, there's no point dwelling on it. Better to live life while you can, eh? And on that note, it sounds like there's a cup of wine needing my attention.
Indeed.
You'll buy something, won't you? Please. Before the flies get at it.
Oh dear.
You've raised the price? Again?
If you knew what a bushel of rye costs nowadays, you'd be shocked I didn't raise it more.
Oh, a strangely familiar sight.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
No one's making for the refugee camps anymore. Not after what happened in the Dominion. Meaning, they linger here instead. I spend more of my days moving beggars along than I do manning these gates. What gets to me are the gangs that prey on the poor sods. As if they haven't suffered enough. Some days you can't help but wonder what the world's coming to. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
I knew you'd be after it, Clive. I really did. I'm assuming this would be quicker to, you know, travel to the obelisk. It does seem like it would have been.
Do you have any fresh water? The well's been all but dry since the skies changed.
Barely a drop left for myself. Oh, looks like I'll be making another trip to Chedra's Thread.
Yeah, it is troubling.
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right. I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 66. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside.
A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
Well, relatively simple quest compared to what we had previously. Again, I expected more, like us to go off and fight something somewhere, but no. Just a lovely meal. A nice change of pace considering everything
Do you have any fresh water?
happening in this world right now. Very mundane, very normal, but very peaceful.
What's happened? Pardon me.
Right, so what we got
would you
going on
happen to
here,
get
mate?
That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city, and I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts said to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
I might as well then.
My arms are yours.
Wonderful! Then come, we must away.
but where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Well, good luck with your ne'er-do-wells.
Discovery? But I prefer Strange New Worlds.
I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yep, we're still at the closest point here, so let's head on down the road.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
Rats.
When are they gonna let us through?
This is the good thing about the side quest, though. You get
Why am I not surprised?
a good feeling of the state of the world, is what I was going to say.
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
Bunch of ne'er-do-wells. Thought maybe he was going to fly off the edge, but no. Alright, Clive, with a straight run.
Get him!
Da 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 da.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed that. That is very interesting. Like a straight, clean cut that matches, obviously, the big circle around here. That is very interesting. Just straight, clean through. Anyway, where's he gone? Where's he gone? Up there. All right, chuck about.
Come on.
Let's go, girl. I imagine it was some kind of energy weapon rather than a giant sword or anything like that. Feels like it was an explosion or a beam or something like that. But again, where's the water going? It's not filling up.
Not again. All right then. Who's first?
Moving on, zappy zap. Lovely.
You're finished.
They're finished.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward! History awaits!
Sanctum. That implies the sanctum was up in the heavens somewhere. Maybe the moon or one of them? Where are you? There you are.
Let's go. Faster!
I'm liking this quest. It's filling in a few little blanks with that story. Ah, I'd forgotten about these ruins around here.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time.
He really has.
Too slow.
Bring it down. Take the hit.
Over here!
Bring down the judgment bolt. There we go. Still need something with more health to really see how much we can do.
Still in one piece?
It would seem so. Once more I am in your debt, and once more you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
I mean, I would have been interested from the start. I want to learn more. What's going on in this world?
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Thank you very much. Ooh, quite a bit of AP from that one. The Breath of the Earth. Ooh. Oh, cheers for that story time, mate. Okay, so live and let live. I expected Theo to have said something there, but he didn't. That is Theo, right? Yeah.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Help find the missing soul sword. Why not?
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
Live and let live. Okay. See, ask around the markets, but aren't the markets over there?
Would that we had anything to give.
Looks like this is the end of the road.
When are they gonna let us through? What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here? Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Alright, alright. We'll head off down the road then. Get on my chocobo. Who just...
Ready, go?
Faded into existence. As she likes to do. She has stealth, you know. She's always around, just stealthed.
Be safe.
Okay, so not here, but...
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
Well, at least we got a lead on where to go. Alright, so we want to head around there. Okay, Chocobo! Turns out I wasn't holding it down, I was holding it up.
Fly, Ambrosia!
Ow. A shame. Get off,
Thanks,
get off.
girl. Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
Somehow Ambrosia's here now. Oh. Just grabbed myself an ancient sword, have I? Let's have a look here. Nah, not as good. Would have been good in the past, though.
Ready, go?
Oh well.
Faster!
Uh-oh. Why are we dismounting?
I think we've found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me.
Attack!
This prince has no chance.
Get him!
Yeah, done. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Bested. Oh, that's different. Goblin coin.
Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
They usually are in this game.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know why that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them? And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, if they're gonna be good guys, we should just leave them alone then. Simple as that. I do want to see that helmet a bit more though. Because I'm sure... Yeah, isn't the spike at the back a fork? Looks like it could be a fork. Could be. Could be. Anyway. Let's head back to Boklad and report in. Right. Alright, Theo. Just ignores me these days.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. He found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
Thank you very much. Quest complete. Live and let live. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Alright. So that's us done with the side quests in Boklad. So it's very much a case of, yeah, we shall end this part here. I don't see any other side quests around the place, which is good. So we're all caught up now. We've got the one side quest down here in the Echoes, and we'll have a look at that in the next part, because that's en route to where we're going, essentially. We want to come over here and then head down, and we'll most likely, looking at the ways we can go, we'll most likely run into it anyway, and we'll get it done when we're there. So, we'll see you in the next part. I'm going to head back to the hideaway. Ta-da for now.